11th store. We do have Ren here, the founder, and his wife Sharon, and their son Colin. I just point out some of the panels if everybody just kind of looks to, I think that's the west. You see it talks about the beginning and the devastation. There was a fire. Ren was in Florida with Sharon, had to come back to no building. They rebuilt, and Colin worked with Ren for a long time. He said he came to work before his dad and stayed later so he could make him obsolete and he could take over the business one day. And that's hard to outwork Ren, so he did accomplish that and took it from 1 to 11 stores, and there's going to be a few more. So my name's Scott Arsenal. I'm the president. I'm just going to introduce some of the team we have here today. We also have our VP and CFO. Joe should be hiding somewhere. The money guy pays the bills. The real estate people want to probably see him. We also have our director of brand and marketing, Trina Lemon. Where's Trina? Trina's probably our longest team member. I'm going to say 20 years. Did I get it right, Trina? 20? She's been around a while. We have our district manager, Anna Crapanzano, here. She's hiding out. Other team members, director of operations, we got Greg here. We got our commercial sales manager, Ryan, is here. He's been with the company how many years, Ryan?
Coming up on 14.
Okay, we'll get you a jacket at 15, right? We got Sarah Fenwick here. She helps out with the POS and nav. What's that? We're spinning the wheel? Okay. Jessica wasn't here today. She's one of our store managers, and I wanted to point out she helped with the setup of this team, and we've brought a lot of people through since I started in 3 stores. She was just an associate. She became a team lead, assistant manager. Now she's the manager of our Guelph head office location, and she led this team. So I just wanted to recognize her, but she's back at her store. She's got a big event on this weekend, but growing in the company as well. And then we have Ashley King, who's moved back to Aurora from Aurora, and she's a horse person, and she's our manager. So grandfather lived around the corner. Her mom is out here. She's got horses out here, so she's back from the Burlington area. So we're only going to take a few minutes to do this one, and we're going to have Mayor Daw come up and welcome us and say a few words. But I did just want to, we printed this off, and we grab one of these before you go, and a free plant, because Tara Greenhouses, one of our friends down in a little bit of Southern Ontario, donated 250 plants. So take a plant for your family, your wife, your brother, your husband. Feel free. They wanted to recognize our grand opening. But we talked about, and it's an example, and it just put down about, you know, it takes a village. And, you know, we have a lot of people here today, a lot of people I've seen at other grand openings, but it's just a pooling of great minds, hard workers, innovative people, networkers, colleagues, allies, and friends. And a lot of you started as one-offs and small businesses, and you've seen them grow, and you've seen them grow with Wren's. And we know at Wren's better than anyone else that it does take a village. And, you know, it implies family, teamwork, caring, sharing, and looking out for one another. And I'm just going to read this one because it's a Nigerian proverb about it takes a village. And my daughter actually went with me to a charity for Free the Children to Nairobi. She landed in Africa yesterday. So it's kind of fitting, and I looked this up, and it talks about raising a child. And the basic meaning is, you know, a communal effort. The responsibility for raising a child is shared with the larger family, sometimes called the extended family, would be you. And everyone in the family participates, especially older children, aunts, uncles, even cousins. Even the wider community gets involved, and neighbors and friends. And I think it's, you know, relative to businesses, and it's really no different. We can't exist in a silo. We can't be alone doing this, you know, from our head office team, our real estate teams, our suppliers, our vendors, and we need customers. A community, though, like charity, begins at home, and you start by building a good neighborhood when you decide to be a good neighbor. And I know Ren and his son Colin, they epitomize being a good neighbor. They have good locations, pay their bills, they're clean, they want to be involved in the community. We've been involved with humane societies. We give over $250,000 away to charities and rescues, and you'll see that as we grow in this community. But you can't work it on an island alone. I'm not going to go into all the friends and family we have here, but I did want to talk about our development partners. We got Nicholas Feedy, the president of Treasure Hill. Thank you, Treasure Hill, and I know Alex is here. We came out here, we wanted to get into this area. We thought it was in a little bit of gully, but obviously Nick had a vision, and McDonald's is here, and Wren's is here, and apparently McDonald's is doing fantastic, and Bayview's just exploding. So what happened a while back, it's nice to see it come to fruition this morning. And we have Greg here from our CBR real estate team. So it takes a team to do that as well. I wanted to thank a special person from Aurora. Anybody that is from Aurora probably knows him. He's one of the taller guys in the room, Bill Hogg. He's a friend, but he's also someone that I respect in the business community. He's been a leader in marketing and running teams. He's a change management person. I heard Bill speak probably about 7 years ago. I still have the notes in my desk, Bill. I think it was Crawford. Is it Kevin Crawford or Bill Crawford? Or, the book of the Myth of Excellence. And I heard him speak, and then we sat on a board together, and I listened, and I probably got more out of the car drives than Bill got, but and I tried to make notes. And when I was coming to Aurora, he said, let me know, and he did do a lot of introductions, so thank you. And I think that goes a long way to where we have a lot of people. So thank you, Bill. So we got a couple mayors here, and I know this community and township. We've got the mayor of Aurora, we got the Honorable Jeff Daw, and we have the Honorable Mayor of Van Bynen as well from Newmarket. So it's nice to see the two communities working well together. We expect to be in both communities. We're going to be advertising, we're going to be advocates, and we're going to be helping out. We also have our MP Kyle Peterson here from Newmarket, Aurora area, so thank you for getting out today as well. And I think we have councillors Michael Thompson, John Abel. Do we have them? Michael's here. Tom Maracas? No. But we do have Sandra. Okay, so we got some counselors here today. You're representing the team. Chamber of Commerce, we have Javid and Lori. They're here as well, and that's part of being, you know, in the village, in the community. I'm a big advocate personally. I've learned a lot being involved in Chamber of Commerce. Is if you're not involved, you should be. The business community is very loyal. If you go out and support them, they'll support you. So it was a great fit for us to reach out right away. And thank you for coming today and helping with some of the festivities and connections. We also have Al Roshko from Metroland, Melanie Bell. We have Snap here. We have the Aurorian. We have a lot of our media partners here as well. And we have our friends from St. Joseph's. Do we have Joe here? We're here. Hey, Joe. How are you? Thank you. We're in your hometown or close or? Very close. Okay. From our printers. So thank you so much for coming out. Getting close to the end here, and we got the saying up there, passionate about pets and the people they own. And when Colin came up with that, and that's Colin saying, we were trying to figure out, like, what do we embody, and whether it's purchasing or pricing or products and what we're looking at in our team and marketing, it really is about the pets. And if anybody's a pet owner, I got 5, anybody pet owners? Who owns who? And it kind of was a joke in the office, but really that's what we were passionate about when we're looking for products, services, locations, and how we're dealing with customers. And you see from the suppliers and manufacturers and distributors here, I like to say they're not only leaders in pet specialties, these are leaders in distribution. If you got a chance to talk to some of the people who are here or see their warehouses, distribution centers, they're phenomenal. And they really are the best in the industry, and we appreciate them. And they really do comprise the historical village of kind of what Ren's done. You know, it was Ren, it was Colin, and now it's Ren, but these relationships have gone back. Who's been dealing with Ren for 5 years? Ren's 10? We got some 10s, I know for sure. Bob, 20, 15, 20? Yeah, we got some 20s. Yeah, 40? Yeah, day one. Yeah, we definitely have quite a few people, and it's nice to see them being successful and working with us. As I said, it was founded in 1975. We had our 40-year anniversary last year. We got a couple hundred employees. And I just like to let people know we have a distribution center in Guelph that we're very proud of. We're #1 e-commerce site for pet in Canada. What a lot of people don't know is the groomers love us, and we have over 10,000 groomers we supply a catalog to, and we have the people from Wall and Andis here today. They're helping us with all the high end, so that you can shop with a professional shop. We have all the clippers and shampoos and that. So work with humane societies. And finally, we have a license program in a lot of jurisdictions to promote responsible pet ownership, where we give away a $25 gift card if you license online. So that's worked out really well as well. In the myth of excellence, and I'll conclude in that, it talks about 5 attributes. And we've seen a lot of retail nightmares, and a lot of people go by the wayside, and it is tough. But you have to dominate in one thing. And when we asked our team what we dominate, if you look at our suppliers, we dominate in product. We have the product. We're very competitive, and we differentiate on price and experience, but we just pride ourselves in unique products and having lots of it and quality products. If there's something we don't have, we probably don't want it. And that's kind of what we look at. So just like in any village relationship, the key to raising anything successful, you got to have your partner. So thank you everyone for coming out today. So the Honorable Mayor Jeff Dock, could you just kind of please come up? Thank you.